In recent weeks, a petition calling for new general elections has garnered an astonishing 3 million signatures. The petition, sparked by widespread discontent with the current government, calls for a fresh election to restore trust and confidence in the political system. But when it reached Labour leader Keir Starmer, his response was not what many expected. In today's video, we will explore Keir Starmer's shocking reaction to this petition, its political implications, and what it means for the future of UK politics. We'll dive into the controversy, the reasons behind the petition, and what's at stake as we approach what could be a turning point in British politics. The petition, which reached over 3 million signatures, is an urgent call for the UK government to hold new general elections. With political instability, rising dissatisfaction with the ruling party, and accusations of mismanagement, many citizens feel that their voices are no longer being represented. The petitioners argue that a new election is essential to rebuild democracy and restore the trust of the people. So, why has this petition gained such immense traction? Well, there are a few key reasons. First, the general dissatisfaction with the current administration is at an all-time high. Public opinion polls have shown that many voters feel disconnected from the government's priorities and decisions. Second, recent controversies, including the handling of economic crises and allegations of corruption, have raised questions about the legitimacy of the current leadership. With all this brewing discontent, the petition for new elections seemed like a call for change, a way to reset the political landscape in Britain. However, what shocked many was Keir Starmer's response to this massive public demand. Rather than offering full support for the petition or presenting an unequivocal commitment to pushing for new elections, Starmer's reaction was surprisingly cautious. While Labour had, in the past, called for general elections during times of government turmoil, this time Starmer chose to respond with measured, almost reluctant language. Starmer's statement said, "While we understand the frustration that led to this petition, it's important to consider the constitutional processes. A new election is not something that can be demanded on a whim. The current government still has a mandate until the next election is due." This response left many supporters of the petition, and even some within his own party, baffled. Many had expected Starmer to seize this moment to push for a new election. After all, Labour has been campaigning against the ruling party for years, and the political climate seemed ripe for a leadership change. But instead, Starmer sounded almost hesitant. So, what does this response from Keir Starmer mean? To understand his reaction, we need to look at the political strategy behind it. Starmer is a seasoned political figure, and his actions are rarely impulsive. His response could be a reflection of a broader strategy that is more cautious and pragmatic than some of his party members might prefer. One possibility is that Starmer is playing the long game. By not directly aligning himself with the petition, he avoids alienating potential swing voters who may still support the government. In this sense, Starmer may be trying to present himself as a leader who respects the democratic process and the rule of law, rather than one who pushes for change based on popular demand alone. Another factor to consider is Labour's position within the political spectrum. Starmer has been criticized in the past for being too centrist, and some believe he is hesitant to embrace more radical moves like calling for an early election. By playing it safe, Starmer could be aiming to consolidate his base while maintaining a level of appeal to the broader electorate. Despite Starmer's carefully worded response, the backlash was swift and intense. Many within the Labour Party, as well as the public, expressed disappointment with his stance. Some argue that Starmer missed a prime opportunity to rally the public against a government that seems to be losing touch with the people. Labour MP Jess Phillips was one of the loudest voices criticizing Starmer's response. In a tweet, She said, "We cannot sit idly by while people are demanding a new election. We must stand with the people and show them that Labour is on their side." This sentiment was echoed by several other Labour members who felt that Starmer's reluctance to fully endorse the petition was a missed opportunity for the party to demonstrate leadership and ambition. The 3 million signatories of the petition also expressed frustration. Many of them felt that Starmer's cautious approach undermined their call for change. They wanted a leader who would act decisively and stand up for what the public clearly wanted. An election. Starmer's response to the petition has significant political implications, both for him and for the future of Labour. If Starmer continues to distance himself from popular demands for change, he risks alienating key voter groups, particularly younger voters and those disillusioned with the current political system. However, there are also risks in fully embracing the petition. If Starmer were to call for an election without strong evidence that the government could be ousted, he could be accused of playing politics with the country's stability. The political reality is that Labour needs to be careful in how it navigates this moment. Overpromising without a solid strategy could backfire. For Starmer, the balance lies in presenting himself as both a responsible and pragmatic leader, while still aligning with the people's desire for accountability and transparency. But this balancing act is delicate, and his response to the petition may have only deepened the divisions within the Labour Party and among the general public. Now, the question on everyone's mind: will the petition for new elections actually lead to a change in government? Keir Starmer's response to the petition demanding new elections has undoubtedly shocked many. His cautious stance raises important questions about leadership, strategy, and the role of political figures in responding to public sentiment. While Starmer may have his reasons for not fully endorsing the petition, it's clear that the demand for change is real and powerful. As we move forward, all eyes will be on the Labour leader and the broader political landscape. Will Starmer change his position? Will the petition lead to a national conversation about democratic reform? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments. Do you think Keir Starmer should have supported the petition for new elections? What does this mean for the future of UK politics?